Hi everybody, Cindy the Jewelry Nurse. Hope everybody made it safely through the hurricane. In Virginia, we just got a lot of rain, so I think everybody kind of got lucky. There is a lot of rain in, I think, Charleston, I heard, or Charlotte actually. I heard there was rain up to the roof, so please pray for those people. But we did okay here in Virginia, and all of my family in Florida did okay, and I believe Rebecca did fine. I haven't heard from her, but I think Florida made it through it pretty well. Just a lot of rain, at least that's what my sister is telling me. Some heavy winds and rain, but no serious damage there. So I will check up with Rebecca tomorrow, though, and make sure that everything is going okay. As you guys know, with everything going on, we decided to postpone girls' night in until Monday night. So it'll be Monday, and I cannot remember what time. Darn it, and my phone is in the other room, but it will be on Monday evening. And we'll have a guest, so I will see you guys on Monday for that. Also wanted to remind you of my auction on Sunday. Vicki will be with me. She's going to only auction off a couple of pieces, but she will be with me, so it'll mostly be me auctioning. She's going to kind of ease back into it now that she's feeling better and is not in as much pain. She's going to slowly ease back into it. But also want to let you guys know, I don't know if you remember me hosting, or not hosting, but me calling an auction. I guess maybe I did host it on my channel for Maddie. She's the sister-in-law of Gianna. She is Lakota Indian, and she lives, I think, somewhere near Gianna, like in Nevada, Utah area. But anyways, I'm going to be hosting an auction for her tomorrow. She's going on my channel, and it'll start at 4 Central Standard Time, which is 5 o'clock Eastern if you're on the East Coast, and I really still haven't figured it out for the West Coast yet, but Central Standard Time, 4 o'clock tomorrow. And that will be, I might throw in a couple of pieces, but it's mostly going to be just Maddie, and she's going to have a lot of the quill work, like the porcupine quill work, and I'll have her explain to you again when she's on tomorrow how difficult it is and the amount of work that goes into the quilling. But a lot of her pieces tomorrow will be the quill work. They're actually very expensive. If I remember right, it was like $500 for, or $100 or something, I can't remember, for like an ounce or two of the quills. So they're quite expensive, and then a lot of work goes into dyeing them. It takes several days just to dye them. So, please show her some love on those pieces. But if you would, join us tomorrow for that, and welcome Maddie to the community. Before I do the jar, I just wanted to show you guys a couple of things to look for, like when you find pieces like this, and you may like, this is Elaine Coyne. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's Coyne, Coyne, and it's basically collectible art. She does a lot of pieces in brass and copper, does patina on them. She does Swarovskis and gemstones, and this particular dragonfly she does in both, with both Swarovskis and with gemstones, and this one is gemstones, and they look a little reddish there. I thought they were like, the ones on the top are kind of pinkish, and then the other ones are sort of an amber color, so I'm not really sure until I get it out of there and get a better look what gemstones they are. But believe it or not, and this is called collectible artware, and I'm going to show you, I have it, so I want you to just basically, when you find pieces like that, if it's a name you don't recognize but it looks like really good quality, do your research, because sometimes, this is an example of many times I've said, sometimes silver or costume can cost more than silver if it's the right designer. Well, this is one of those cases. Like this is one of her bracelets, $152, and these are used. These are not from her actual website. This earrings are $78, $90 for this pendant. And I found the dragonfly brooch earlier, but for some reason I can't find it now. But the dragonfly brooch with the crystals was $60, and with the gemstones in it rather than the crystals, it was like 75, 80. I don't remember exact amount, but it was, oops, sorry about that. They are quite high, and I have a couple of more examples for you. Well, for one, I wanted to show you this too. On the 1928 jewelry, which is not super expensive jewelry, but it is higher end, as you know, 1928 costume jewelry. Very well made and can be pricey, but sometimes I want to show you this, that sometimes it's not signed. So what you want to look for, if you don't see the 1928 signature, is this pattern. If you see that pattern on the back, but you don't see a 1928 signature, it more than likely is 1928, and this is two examples. These are both brooches. One is kind of a Wedgwood blue, and the other one's more of a midnight blue, very dark blue. But look for that pattern on the back. I've found quite a few unsigned pieces of 1928, so look for that. This one also, same thing. This is an older piece, dragonflies. Beautiful, has that classic 1928 vintage look, like that's what 1928 is about. They also have a 2028 line now, but that's what they're about, is making their pieces look. Oh, here's the dragonfly brooch. So it was $50 for the one with the Swarovski pieces, and this is used. Oops, lost it again. But 50 for the one with the Swarovskis, and it was like between 60 and 75 on the with the gemstones. So next thing I wanted you to look at was this brand, and I think I have. Let me see what I did with it. I have one of her pieces. Where did I put it? I can't. I must have put it away. But I just pulled it out of a jar, or I think it might be the bag. I might not even have shown it to you yet in a, but this name, Ann Koplik. I found a pendant and I don't know if you've seen it yet. It was, I believe, in the thread out box, and I've only uploaded part one. There is a second part, but that was another brand I wanted you to look at. It's not a brand that I get very often, but as you can see, it is a higher end brand. $69 new, and they're selling this one for $35. It's a used piece, but you know, look for those kind of, just what I'm basically trying to tell you is look for those brands. If you don't recognize the brand, like I said, and it looks well made, look it up, because you just never know. It could be pretty expensive piece. This is the next brand I wanted to show you. This is Star King, and they mostly make leather pieces. I found two of their leather bracelets, and look here on the snaps. Usually that's where you'll find the brand name on signed leather pieces. Is, oops, showing the wrong place, is on the snap. You can see it says Star King right there. So I found one in gold and one in black, and this one sells for, prices varied a lot on this one, but most of them were, let me find it again. Can't find the one that actually showed the price. But used, they sold for around $25 and up. Yeah, $20 on this one, and that was the cheapest one I could find, was $28. But they were up from there. I saw them as high as, depending on the color, as high as $40 per bracelet. So, I mean, and that's not something you would have thought was, you know, worth much. But, you know what? You could list them all day long and get that price for them. And then another leather brand, too. And this I just got. It's a Marc Jacobs leather bracelet. This one, so don't dismiss the leathers. You can see this one sells used for 60 bucks on the Marc Jacobs bracelet, and this one's in really good, like, new condition. Doesn't even really look like it's been worn. I had another leather bracelet somewhere I wanted to show you, but this is a leather choker, and the name on it is, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Y-A-K. I don't know if that's Fung, F-U-N-G. And when I looked this up, this was about $25, $30. So don't dismiss those. You know, like I said, look it up. And the leather is getting very popular again. So, you know, sell those if you find the leather. The name, like I said, is usually right here. If it's a signed piece, you'll find it right there most of the time. Let's see, another brand that is not a brand you see every day, but turns out it is an upper end brand. Let me see if I have it on here anywhere. Yeah, this brand. It's the Lionette. And I was thrilled when I saw this. I have quite a few of these that I found that are literally worth more than silver. This is a brass piece here, but there you go. There's the brand, Lionette. And, oops, did I? Please tell me I did not. I think I did. Anyways, this one has, the tips on it are opal. And most of their pieces that are the this style, the lariat style like this, they have gemstone on the end. This piece right here, and I accidentally just X'd out of it. Darn it. Let me see if I can find it again real quick. But the this one is really, like, surprised me how much these sell for. This brand does. I knew they were higher end, but no idea they were that high. Trying to type upside down. Hold on, let me go back and find it again in my memory. Yep, there we go. So, okay. How'd I end up at Target site? Okay, so here are some items from that. I haven't found the exact one yet, but, and you can see there, this one has some gemstones on the end. And that looks like a pair of earrings, $198. Let's see if I can find more. Well, only a couple of her pieces there, but you can see it doesn't, it's kind of, you would never think that this necklace would be worth that much, right? It's not gold, it's not silver, it's just brass. But then you see the little spikes on the end, and those are made from opal. So look for that. Look for that brand. Or, you know, if you see a similar brand that looks like it's well made, look it up, because you never know. Here's another example of that, and I couldn't find this site again. I couldn't find it in red. I found a couple in blue and a bunch of them in black. Now, the last time when I did find it in red, the red ones, and it's 22 karat gold plated, but these are selling anywhere from $80 for the black ones, because the black are fairly common, to like $250 for the and up for the ones with the red face. And that's the pendant alone. It didn't even have a chain with it. So another thing to look for, and this is marked Marbel 26, Mexico, and I believe it says SAQ right there, Marbel 26. So look for that brand. look for this Aztec looking jewelry. And this one is in really good condition. So basically done with that, but that's all I wanted to tell you was to, look that up. Look for pieces that you don't necessarily recognize the name, but the quality looks really good, and usually you don't see many of them, and that's because they're expensive. People aren't going to give them up that easy, you know what I mean? It's not, it's a piece that's less likely to end up at the Goodwill because it was an expensive piece originally. But just an example of what I'm always saying, that sometimes costume jewelry can be more expensive than silver, can be more pricey or can be valued more. I'm going to an estate sale tomorrow, so I always take my phone with me so that I can, Google stuff when I find it, just to, see, is it a piece that has more value than what you would think, for a piece of costume jewelry. I find some really good stuff sometimes at estate sales, and especially like the second and third day of an estate sale, like it goes down like on Saturday, depends on what day it starts, but on the first day everything is full price. The next day, generally, at least in my area, it goes down 25% each day. So and then on the final day, it's usually depends on how many days it runs, but it'll be 50 to 75% off. But if you want the good jewelry, you got to check it out the first day, and sometimes even the second day you'll still find stuff. Okay, so this jar came from Goodwill, and it's the first jar I found in a long time. Nothing signed there, but really pretty luster on these fake pearls. They're heavy, so they feel like really heavy acrylic. So nice, nice set of faux pearls. Sorry, I'm going to adjust this. I had to have it up a little higher to show you that jar, and I'll try not to move it again. Try and get my lighting in there where you can see without the shadow. I'm not going to be able to get rid of that shadow till I get a new light. Okay, what else have we got? I guess this is a necklace. Yep, necklace. Kind of cool. This would be really cute with a navy or white sundress and some flip-flops in the summer, I think. Kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of like that. Like the little green accents there. Not bad. I could do that. What else have we got? Okay, some seed beads. Just a seed bead necklace, and it looks like some kind of dyed beads on here. Let's see what kind of beads these are. See if they're dyed coral or anything. Yeah, they look like maybe dyed coral of some kind. So just a seed bead necklace, little bit tangled up. So that will probably go in my craft box. And then more seashell. You guys know I find a lot of these shell necklaces because of the being so close to the beach in my area. This one's actually signed. Let's see what it says. This is Lane Bryant. So this is a Lane Bryant necklace. It's if you are unfamiliar with Lane Bryant in your area. Lane Bryant is plus sizes, so this is one of her pieces. I've got 3 or 4 Lane Bryant necklaces, so I'll probably do a lot of Lane Bryant for ladies who want longer necklaces. Let me bag that up and throw it in with my signed stuff. I started trying to keep my signed pieces separate just so I know where they're at. I got them all mixed in with my all my stuff now, so it's harder to find when I want to put together a signed lot. I can't find them, so. Oh, that looks like sterling. So I think there's also a sterling pendant in here too, like turquoise. Sorry, it's a tangled mess. I hate when I can't get everything out. I think I'm going to have to pull it all out because of these silly... Okay, there's most of it anyway. Because of these memory wire, not memory wire, but I don't remember what you call these, but these things, they tangle everything up. And this one's actually got some pretty colors. Let's see if I can untangle the mess. Put it aside. Here's a bracelet. This is, looks like a touristing Davao City, Philippines. So it's a tourist bracelet, looks like. I'm not sure if that's brass or not. Looks like it could be. Just thin, but it's brass color, so it might be brass. Okay, little earring, no match to it. Not signed, but all the stones are actually there. It's kind of got citrine colored stones, however they look. Maybe they're gray. There's the lighting. Cute bracelet though. I mean cute earring though. This one's kind of cool looking. It's enameled. And this one I think is signed. Yep, there is a signature there. Let me find my loop and see what it says. Napier. Cute pearl earring though. Oops. Hangs that way. Very cute Napier earring. Nice. Hopefully the other one is in there. Oh, yep, here's the other one. So there's a pair of those. Nice. Signed Napier right there. And it looks like there is a copyright. Yep. Okay, what else have we got here? Let's see what this is. Don't know what this was. Don't know if it's part of a pendant or broken bracelet. Doesn't look like anything has seared off of it. All of the edges are finished off. But it does look like it's missing something, doesn't it? A lot of nice rhinestones in there though I can use, and it's got the I forget what you call those glitter stones. There's actually a name for those with the glitter in them, the vintage ones. Missing a few stones, but it'll be good for harvesting stones from. And let's see, this has got some pretty beads on it. Gorgeous beads. Look at those very detailed little beads. To get it to focus for me. There you go. Got some pretty beads on it. Like handmade beads. And I think the other one might have been missing something, but those are pretty. Yeah, these all look like handmade beads. Nice if you're a crafter, pretty beads. Okay, what else have we got here? This is not a really big jar, but I know I saw quite a few items in it that made me want to grab it. Earrings caught up. I think I got this matching earring that goes with this one in another jar. And I think I already put the other one in your box, Vicky, so I'll stick that one in the next one. Okay, I guess this is an earring. Oh, this is very nice bead on this. Hold on if I can get it undone. Guess it's a big old earring maybe, but it is all tangled. Yeah, it's an earring. Check out this bead though. It's a really pretty bead. Glass. It's like a crackled glass, and then they like force dye down into the crackles. Very cool looking. You know what? It almost looks like a piece of crystal. Yeah, I think it's a... Yeah, it's a piece of quartz that they've crackled. First I thought it was glass, but looking at it closer. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the other one. That's cool. So nice that I have a pair there. Yeah, you can see that one. You can easier to tell on camera that it is a crystal. See the imperfections in the crystal right there. No, that's just something on it. But with the loop you can see the imperfections in it and tell that it's actually a piece of quartz that they've forced dye into the cracks. Very cool though. Pretty color too, kind of a bluey purple color. Okay, here's another pair of earrings. These do not have a mark anywhere that I can see, but they're a really dark red color. They look almost black on there, but they're actually a super dark red. You have to get the light through them to see the red. You can see it on the smaller stones maybe. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the red on the smaller stones, but those are cute. This looks like it could be sterling. It's got the cat's eye quartz beads. And it does look sterling. This I will have to test to make sure. But I'm pretty certain it is sterling silver wire. And these actually look like they might be sterling also. So I'll have to test that, but it looks like it to me. Here is the shell choker. I'm gonna get that out of the way. Kind of cool looking. Choker style. And glass, faceted glass beads in between. Kind of cool though, I like it. And I guess you could really wear it either side, back side, or cleaner side. And here is a bracelet, and this is a cloisonne, and this is a true cloisonne. Yeah, if I can get this dang chain off of it. Let's see. An empty chain. I'm guessing something came off of that. Nice cloisonne though. It's a thin, skinny cloisonne. Pretty green color. Come on and focus for me. There you go. Beautiful. Let me look with my loop and see if it's stone or... Nope, it's glass. Yeah, I can see the bubbling in some of it. It's glass, but it is a very well done one. And it's a smaller size, so that's nice. It's done on the inside too. And that's kind of what you're looking for. For one, if you can find them made out of stone, those are going to sell for a lot more. But the ones that are made out of glass like this, if their design is carried through on the inside like that, you're going to get a little more out of it if you list it. Okay, what in the world have we got here? Okay. Couple of broken chains here. Broken ball chain does not look like sterling. It almost looks like pewter almost. I'm not sure though. Okay, and a couple of more beaded necklaces. Bunch of beaded necklaces. All tangled together though. Okay. I don't know what this is. Some kind of stone cross. But it is broken. Looks like it might have been a copper chain. Does look copper to me. Yep, it's a copper chain, but it's broken, unfortunately. Very fine copper chain. But nice cross. It'll go in the craft box. Okay, so 3 beaded necklaces. And they look like maybe they were made to be worn together because colors kind of all tie in together. Get them apart. Okay. Okay, so one brown. Okay, one brown with gold balls, and then one teal colored, and then one that has brown and teal and green. So they kind of look cool together. Yeah, same length, so I think they were made to wear together. Okay, then this long, if I can get it untangled from everything else. I thought that was a necklace. I guess it's a bracelet. So let's see. Oh my god, this is a mess. Okay. This is stone. No, it's not. I take that back. It's heavier than I don't know what, so I thought it was stone. I think maybe it's glass. But oh my god, the two of these are tangled together. Some earrings, and boy, do they need a cleaning. Okay, let me see if I can possibly get these apart. Oh, these are really big pieces of mother of pearl. Very dirty though. Needs a serious cleaning. But nice, long, heavy pieces of mother of pearl. Okay, now, can I get these apart or not? Okay, Yep. Yeah, got them apart. What do you know? Okay, so this has these cones on the end. Has a little bit of natural stone in it and glass beads. Has the natural stone chips. Looks like some quartz. Some peridot. And maybe some cornelian there. Some beautiful glass beads. And let me take a look at these cones and make sure they're not sterling. No, I think they're some other kind of metal, but they're not sterling. Yeah, maybe some steel of some kind. But that's not bad if it wasn't. I like the colors. I just don't like the way they're strung together. That'll probably go in a craft box because it has some really cool beads on it. I think it could be remade into something nicer, but really this isn't bad. I mean, it's wearable. I would actually wear it, I think, with the right colors. Summer piece, maybe fall. Great beads on it though. Okay, so another bracelet. Just a cuff bracelet. Looks like it's missing a chain or something there. That's obviously not brass. Yeah, not brass. Okay, so this is a bracelet. I thought it was a necklace at first. Actually, it's kind of cool, and it looks to be signed. Let's see. Nope, just has a tab on it. No signature. Just a tab, unmarked. Kind of bohemian look there. Nice, though. Some nice big rhinestones, and nothing's missing. Not bad. Needs a good cleanup, though. And then this tangled up thing. This is a huge pendant on here, and it is really heavy. I don't know if I could get that untangled or not, but kind of cool looking. Also be nice with a low collar dress. Need to put this someplace where it does not tangle. Okay, and then this ring, and this I'm pretty sure is sterling. Let's see what it says. Yes, it is marked 925, and I'm sure it is probably onyx. Does have a Native American flair to it, but I don't think it is. But you know what? I really wish this fit me, because you know I've been wanting a square ring, and unfortunately it is too small. Let me see if it'll fit my a little bit big for the pinky. But I've been wanting a square stone or rectangle stone, and darn it, here I finally get one. This needs a little bit of a cleanup. Definitely vintage, but kind of has a Native American look to it for me. Definitely looks like it's a artisan made one-of-a-kind piece, so not bad. So I know there was going to be some decent pieces in here that I could see, and I am not disappointed. Here's the matching earrings for the two I already found. These are really elegant looking. They're not super heavy, but they're really elegant looking. Yeah, I like those. I could deal with those. I could probably wear those because they're not super heavy. These are a little bit, these are pretty too, but probably a little too heavy for me. Here's the other one of those. Wow, so far I'm doing good. All mates on the earrings. Yay. Put my ring back on before it gets hung up in here. Ooh, another pair. You see if these are signed. These kind of look like a Trifari or something. Yep, Crown Trifari right there. Nice jars so far. These are really cute. I owe somebody a pair of signed earrings. Who is it? Can't remember. Somebody I owe a pair. This is definitely sterling. I can tell without even questioning it. And this has got some great moonstones. Not moonstones, but can't think right now. Why can I not think of the name of these stones? They're not moonstones. They're not cat's eyes. They are... I'll think of it in a minute. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think I have two pairs of these, two sets of these. I just found another one. I have another one just like this. That one's got, these have got a lot of color in them. The other one I have, I think, matches it better, though. It's got more brown in it like this. But I have another one of these that I threw in the box for Vicky to make a pendant out of. Here's a... I thought this was an earring through the... looking at it through the jar, but it's a pendant. It's natural stone. It looks like they glued two layers of natural stone together to me, because there is a seam going down right through the middle of it. See that? It's definitely stone. Very cool piece, though. Nice pendant. And check these out. These are really cool earrings. Let's see if they're signed anywhere. Nope, no signature, but guess what they will go cool with? This necklace that I got in the other box, the thread up box. They'll go pretty well with that. So I will match them with this. So I'm just going to have in tomorrow's auction that I do with Maddie, it won't be like sterling silver and stuff. It'll be mostly costume, but nice costume pieces. Here is a stone too, probably cornelian. Looks like some banded in there. But a lot of stone there. It's enough to make a necklace out of if you wanted to. And this, like I said, definitely sterling. Moon glow, that's what I was trying to think of. They're moon glow beads is what they look like to me. And this most assuredly is sterling, and this definitely looks like an artisan piece, and it's really similar to this one, but it's not tarnished. This one is not tarnished as much, but I think they're both sterling. So those I will test along with the ring. The ring I'm about 100% sure, but I'll test it. Okay, there's the rest of it. I guess it was a bracelet maybe? And looks like it was marked Chico's. Yep, was it Chico's? I was just telling Roberta that I had not found much Chico's lately. Well, looks like it was a Chico's and it broke. Chico's bracelet. So that'll be, like I said, a nice for harvesting stones from. Here's a pendant. I don't know what that is supposed to be. It looks, I don't know if it's missing something or not. Got a little bit of color wear on it. Okay. There is a nice cross necklace. Some bead and chain. Not marked, but it's a pretty well made pendant. It's heavy. It's not a lightweight, thin one that's like really flimsy and bendable, but pretty well made. Nice pendant. Let me stick that over there with my short necklaces. Then another shell necklace. This one's pretty. The colors are pretty on this one. Actually have one of these that's signed, and I don't remember what brand it was, but okay. Alrighty, and another pendant. This one is signed. This needs a good cleaning. Color, there's no color wear, but it is dirty. And I see a signature on it. Is this Avon? BCLM, and I cannot remember what that stands for, but it is somebody that you will recognize as soon as I can figure out, as soon as I can remember. I need to make a list of all of these. I need to take pictures or something and make a list when I figure out who these tags are. So, almost to the end. So one unmatched earring, but it's got some great baguettes in it, so I can reuse the baguettes. And then here is the brooch that I was so excited about, and it's a long brooch. And let's see. It's patina brass, garnet, and carnelian. Verdigris patina brass. So most of her pieces are limited. She only does so many of them. So if I listed this, I would probably list it for about $75 and take $60 on it. So I thought Vicky guessed those were probably cornelian, and these, they had a pinkish reddish look, so I couldn't tell whether it was a ruby or a garnet, and so that answered my question that they're garnets. And it has all of the info there. So nice find on that. Very nice find. And let's see. Another shell earring, and it is only one. They're getting better about putting mates in there, but pretty red shell though. And then this wire, beading wire necklace, unsigned beading wire. And then the thing I was most excited about is this. And this is sterling silver and turquoise. And it is signed Bars. And that is a brand I am familiar with. And this is a Native American. So, really big pendant. Let me show you how big this is. Let me get out the, oh, I wanted to show you how big the wingspan is on this dragonfly too. So 4.5, almost 4.5 inches, like 4 3/8 on the dragon fly. And then check this out, nice big pendant. It is the stone, the pendant itself is 2 inches, and then with the bail and everything, it has a hang of almost 3, like 2 7/8. So nice pendant. So my lady at the, and there's a dead moth in there though. I don't know if you can see that, but right inside there, so that's going to be fun getting out of there. Inside there, there's a little dead moth. See it right there? Oh yeah, that's going to be fun getting out. But as you can see, Bars 925. Beautiful pendant though. Beautiful piece of turquoise. So most excited about that. And I think I have just the right chain. Maybe let's see if this chain. I've got a really huge piece of sterling silver here. I just need to get, it doesn't have a, but this came out of a jar from CHKD, or a bag. I don't know if that will work for it, but this right here is probably $125 chain by itself. It's huge, but that might work with that if I can find a clasp for it. I need to find a lobster claw for it. So anyways, great jar though, very happy with it. Some great pieces. These are my favorite things here. The pendant, the brooch, the sterling silver ring. What else? Some great earrings, a pair of what were these? These are Trafari, and then there were some quartz earrings right there, and then these were, what were these? Napier. And this great stone pendant, these sterling silver bracelets, and a mother of pearl necklace, this stone carnelian chips. So I think it was a pretty decent jar all in all. So I will not cry over that. Pretty happy about this jar. So nice to get, you know, hasn't been too many jars out, but I did, I am starting to get to know some of the ladies who work there, and a couple of them kind of know what I like. So she is going to start putting out kind of custom making. I kind of went over with her what I really like to find in my jars, and you know what kind of things I'm looking for. So she kind of custom made this one a little bit for me. She knows I like brooches and sterling and signed earrings. She knows what I like anyway now. And so she's gonna, and then the natural stone. So she can't hold them for me, but she does know what time I come into the store, so she will start trying to put them out right around the time I come in because they get snapped up. But I come in right after work, so she knows 5:30 is the best time. I just noticed this is signed too. It's Coldwater Creek. This one has a signature on it. Okay, so anyways, nice jar. So don't forget, auction tomorrow with Maddie, which is Gianna's sister-in-law. That will be at 4 Central Standard Time, 5 Eastern. And it will mostly be Maddie. I'll put a couple of things in, a couple of costume jewelry pieces I'm going to throw in there, like a couple of small lots, but not much. Most of it will be, because my auction is going to be on Sunday with Vicky, so I'm going to let her have most everything tomorrow, let her do her stuff tomorrow. It will be before MSP. We will be finished before MSP starts, so nobody will miss MSP, but hope to see you then, guys. If you have not yet done it, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow at 4 Central Standard Time. Bye-bye.